It's Mary. And we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Because today we invite you guys to join our Sister Wives Marathon. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled. But we're doing our Sister Wives Marathon. Yes, we are continuing this. And today we are going to be reviewing
episode 4.
I'm still trying to figure out. No, wait.
I know.
Season 5.
We just had
episode
some government
4.
officials that came in
For
to
a
do
census.
a census, and they do not play here. You got to come do the census. Everybody has to be counted in the country, including people who are foreigners. And it's just amazing the way they go door to door and they don't miss, you know? So we have just been dealing with that. So
the next 3 days.
Well,
Season 5, episode 4. So basically the kids, the older kids, which I personally felt like, girl, you have to do that. But they are going to go and see and help kids that have escaped polygamy, who were in horrible situations.
Fundamental, you know. So, yes. That was Aspen, it was Madison, Logan, and who else? I'm feeling like I'm missing somebody else. Aspen, Madison, Logan.
And Logan. Aspen, Logan. It was Aspen, Logan, and Madison. It was only 3 of them or whatever.
Okay,
so they went. Me personally, I feel like anyway, Kody basically was sitting there in his glasses and in his pajamas and his fuzzy slippers as he sent his kids off to the lion's den. I felt.
Bye, children.
Oh, I was like, who you
That's what he was doing. Bye, kids.
I felt why even
go defend your religion.
That's what it was like, you know. And me personally, as a Muslim, you know, I know we have had our own stereotypes and stuff like that, but I mean, we have those have basically all been dispelled. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Muslims in society, you know, it's not a bad religion.
Yeah. But
So
not
I honestly,
knows that.
not everybody knows that, but also I don't feel like I need to put on my cape and be like, this is what Islam is. Yeah. Now, if I have a friend who genuinely wants to know, then sure, but am I going to go out of my way to go and dispel all the stereotypes? No, because I don't feel like I need to prove nothing to nobody. Yeah. It's my religion. I know it's peaceful. Yeah. If you really want to know, you can go look it up yourself. That's how I feel. So I didn't feel like, or ask. Like, I am an open book. I don't mind asking questions. But I felt like them going to have to go and defend themselves and what their religion is to people who have been traumatized by polygamy. You're never going to get them to want to do it.
Well, they were actually going so that they can help with that charity, because it's a charity.
I think it's holding out help or whatever,
something like that. And so that's what they were going for. Usually, like when you get to like high school, you know, you have to do these different charity stuff for your getting into college. So that could be one of the things. And Kody thought that, well, this would be really great.
They could have done any other charity.
Kind of in the lion's den. These are people who have had bad relationships.
These are things that have atrocious things that have happened to them. We're talking like child rape and all this stuff, sexual assault, and controlling men who have taken a religion and have decided that we're going to control women and use and control women, control children, and use our own sick desires, and say it all in the name of God.
Right.
So these are people who have been traumatized, and they honestly think polygamy is the reason why I went through this, which it's not true. But these are young people who are still very traumatized. They can't really dissect all the layers. Like they're not even in that place. They're still trying to heal. So for you guys to go as polygamists and think that, oh, we're going to change their perspective, this, that, and the third, it's really not going to happen. But I did think it was sweet.
Go to change their perspective because they said so. They said that they were going, and they were even a little nervous because they felt like those people who had gone through who had those experiences will now kind of turn on them and start trying to tell them what you're doing is wrong. Your polygamy is wrong. And so
but they didn't do that though.
Right. So, but that's what they were thinking will happen. And Kody was thinking, you know, this is a good opportunity to see, to test the children on how strong your faith is. Are you going to be able to withstand someone saying what you believe is wrong? Are you going to be able to speak up? And
my thing is though, that's not for you to go and that's not for you to go and say, let me go put my kids to test their religion. That's not your job to test their religion. That's God's job. as far as I'm concerned. God gives you tests to test your faith and test your religion. That's how I personally felt. You know what I'm saying? And the girl, these are people who are dealing with sexual assaults, being beaten to death, and all this stuff. Yeah. This is a whole different animal. Yeah. That's what I felt. I felt like, and then he waved them off in his fuzzy slippers and his glasses and said, "Goodbye." I just thought it was like so stupid. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, you guys, this is this stereotype about Islam. You go and be with people who have killed a lot of people and all this stuff." I'm not going to go and do that. Right. Like, it don't make sense. And then open them up to that trauma. Yeah. I personally am secure in my religion. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I have to defend it to nobody. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't feel like I have to put on the cape. I don't have to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I am not a perfect Muslim. You know, Muslims are not perfect people. I don't think anybody should claim to be. Perfect. Nobody is perfect at the end of the day. So I don't feel like putting that thing on that weight on my shoulders to say, let me be the beacon of Islam and show you what Muslims are. Yeah. I can only show you the best of myself and show you what my values and morals are. Yeah. That's all I can do. Right. But I'm not going to sit here and try to defend it and debate about it and all this stuff. Right. I'm not going to do it. I don't care to. Yeah. That's just not what I plan to do with my life. Yeah. You will see the beauty of my religion or whatever through what I do in life later on.
I think Kody was just trying to see if are they going to be able to withstand it. Sometimes as parents, you have never put me in a test like that though. Our children to kind of be in situations to not to test them, but just to see if they have any questions, like if they come back to Kody and stuff and say, well, this person said so and so, and I wasn't able to respond, blah blah blah. Then that adult, the parent, can say, well, these are some of the things that you can say in this situation, stuff like that, just to kind of guide them. But I do feel, and I didn't think about this before, but you're right. Probably the forum wasn't right because these are people who have been traumatized in this particular religion.
And even Colleen, who is one of the women who was there, so she basically called Aspen dumb and came at her like that because of what she had been through. Yeah. She is somebody who has gone through a lot or whatever, stuff like that. But you personally, as a parent, have never, that I can remember, have put me in any situation where it tests my faith. I've gone through college. My faith has already been tested. So I don't need any more tests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we, as parents, we may miss what we're thinking and stuff like that. This might have been a miss, but
that's how I felt in the beginning. Yeah. But then when I saw that they actually brought the kids to their house, I thought that was home. Nice. You know
because even when she called Aspen, well, only dumb people. Cause Aspen says she wants to still be part of a
She said, I think you have to be dumb to do that.
And then Maddie, who is very outspoken, was like, well, our parents are not dumb people.
Well, she was calling Aspen dumb.
Was like,
well, I think it's dumb.
It's not. Okay, you're not dumb, but I feel like it's a dumb behavior. So she kind of like tried, even though she was hot, mad, but she tried to kind of acquiesce and not be so like that. But you're right. I loved when they invited them to Vegas.
Because I felt like they were just going to leave them there. So that's why I was speaking so passionately.
And those kids were actually quite ready to go see because Colleen, the one who was saying that what you're doing is dumb, she said, oh, I was just ready to go see the fakery because I know this was not existing. Y'all are trying to make this as some happy, normal thing. No, it's not. And we're going to see how fake you all is. And they went.
And they saw.
Yeah. And in the end, she felt like,
well, it's not everybody is doing it horribly.
Yeah, you guys are actually, I can see that this is your dad.
Yeah.
Like, this is your dad. He acts like a dad, unlike my dad. And like my dad, what did she say? She wanted to blow him up, her dad.
I really want to blow him up.
Yeah, she's like, I have no respect for him. He's dead to me.
Yeah.
Like, so it was, but she said she still doesn't want to have a part of polygamy, which I expected.
I mean, she's been traumatized by it. Yeah, but not by it, but by the men who were in charge of that and used it for his own lower desires.
Yeah, and
sick lower desires.
What I liked about them going to see Kody and the family is just that
it gave them a new perspective.
And also to know that there's some people who are actually doing it the right way.
There's some good people in this world.
So you don't have that Because what happens is, if she didn't see that, every time she sees an LDS family, she will have that trauma again.
Yeah.
But now when you see them and you see them smiling and they're in society,
yeah,
it's part of the healing. You don't have to feel that trauma because you
Exactly.
saw a family that was striving. And she's like, I can see you guys are not perfect, but you're trying to be good. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so I'm happy they did it. I just felt like I just felt they put it in the lines. Then I saw how Colleen was coming at them, and I just had this image of I just had this image of Kody in the glasses and his fuzzy slippers saying, and I'm just like, what? Who does this? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I felt like he said a couple odd things though when they were there or whatever. Like I feel like his antennas was up or whatever. So was Colleen's or whatever. He said, from where she comes from, I would be like her husband or something. And I was like,
I'm happy he did not say that in front of her.
Like, why would you say that? But then Robin, was it Christine quickly said, well, or you would be the person who is inflicting harm. Like, you would be like the dad or the father. I was like, yeah, Christine, you check that.
That's probably what Colleen would have been thinking.
Yeah,
like
not her husband. Like, he automatically was thinking child bride. I was like, okay, Kody. And I was like, stop putting yourself in that, like, stop saying you would be this in their lives. You would be this. Like, he kept on talking about himself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Kody, just shut up. This is a very fragile situation, and it can go left.
Real quick.
really
quick.
So
I'm happy he did not say that in front of them, because can you imagine the horror that would have been in their faces?
She would have looked at me up and down and would have left.
Lord.
But also, I felt like when they first came in, maybe they should have saw the women. But I think him being there first, front and center, I felt like he should have. I didn't think it was horrible. I felt indifferent about it. I felt like, oh, well, maybe he should let the women come. But at least it's not like the women are shielding him from the guy. At least it's like, hey, this is who I am. I'm Kody. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he didn't run from it or whatever, stuff like that. But I just felt like, as a woman who's been traumatized by a man, maybe you want to see other women first. And then let the man slowly come in. And then he can, Yeah. But I thought that was all very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up liking it in the end. But it just, that fuzzy slipper and that pajama and those glasses, that triggered me. Because I had a friend in college tell me one day, we were like just chilling on this rooftop or whatever and stuff, and she turns to me, and I don't know what we were talking about. I think we were talking about religion or whatever. I was talking about God and how I was praying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she turns to me, she was like, God, you don't even believe in God.
Yeah.
I said, we do believe in God. She said, well, you don't believe in Jesus? I said, well, we believe something different about him or whatever, stuff like that. But that's when you go and educate.
Yeah.
But she was bipolar anyway, so it wouldn't matter what I would have told her. She would have still had her belief system. But I digress.
Yeah.
But I think in this case, it wasn't bad. It actually turned out good because they brought them home.
Yeah,
and I'm sure Kody would have been like, it's okay to bring them.
Because you know something, no matter what they said, no matter what those kids said, like Colleen, she already had in her mind that your family is fake.
Yeah.
No matter what they said, they would not have believed them. But they saw.
Facts.
They actually saw.
With their own eyeball.
Yeah, so that's where the change happened. So
yeah, so
at
I
the
thought
end,
it was good.
Colleen was laughing, they hugged each other.
Yeah.
And all that. So I think it was beautiful.
Yeah. So there ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's wonderful that there are organizations out there
that are helping people like that
who are trying to leave the community,
Yeah. But I thought it was very interesting because Mary was saying some bota bata to Kody on the couch, and then Robin started saying her bota bata, and then Christine was there saying that, I didn't know men could be such bastards. I had no idea. And I just had to put my hand on my head and be like, what drugs did they take today?
You know what? The thing is, I think that maybe all of them have kind of gone through in one aspect or another,
and then
some kind of issue. Maybe
and then Rob was talking about she was abused, but then she was talking about somebody else. I'm like, so are you still talking about the ex-husband that wasn't good to you, or are you talking about them being abused and trying to put yourself in it? Like, if the whole thing was confusing, like nobody made sense on that couch. I was just like, I guess they're all confused and don't know how to handle it, and they're all just saying some stuff. Because even Mary was very confused. Robin, Christine, I mean, girl, you should know this evil in the world. Janelle said, y'all all crazy, and I'm just sitting here minding my business.
Well, no, actually, I just remember Janelle did say something about the dresses, like when she sees.
Oh yeah, because the girls actually came out, which I thought was very odd for them
But-
to come out in the dresses that Jeff,
Yeah,
Warren,
some of
Jeff,
Christine's daughters. Oh, and Maddie.
yeah,
And,
they came out with those dresses
Astrid.
that Warren Jeff had the
FDLS.
FDLS,
Fundamentalist
wear or whatever.
What the women wear.
and then they got emotional, or whatever. At first, I was like, why are they doing this? Like,
Well-
I would be traumatized as a parent
Well,
seeing
that's
that.
what Janelle said. Janelle said that dress to me,
Represents
like
oppression.
lack of freedom, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
lack of liberty.
Yeah, so, and I think maybe that's what triggered Mary into one tangent.
That made no
Robin
sense.
Called her trauma.
Well, she couldn't even let
I
Mary
wasn't
stare at
quite-
Kody as she talked to her bota bata. She had to get inside and then fake
Yeah, I
cry.
fully understand. Really, like I wasn't sure where she was going with that.
She wasn't going nowhere.
Because it seems as though every episode now she's talking about her ex has done something.
And I'm
It's
just
almost
like,
like that Earth Gotti thing.
the ex that just wouldn't let you be.
Yeah,
You're in a whole new marriage with 3 new
You've
wives
had a
with
baby.
several other kids, and I'm still in your mouth.
Yeah,
Why? Don't let him come out there and start saying some stuff about you, Robin. Because then it'll go real left.
Yeah, so. And then Christine, I guess she wanted to join the fray, and it was just like.
But my thing is, I thought the statement was odd. I didn't know men could be bastards.
Yeah. Christine, yeah. Anywho, that was all.
May
for
God help them all.
Season 5,
Episode 4. Yes.
Yeah, interesting, but very good work that Charity is doing.
Yes.
Good work.
But it is Mary.
And Amma.
Leave our dress a like,
Subscribe.
share,
And comment.
down below.